Hey everyone, come on in, come on in. Make yourself comfortable as we roll into this beautiful new year with yet again a completely amazing, remarkable toy that you won't see anywhere else. Certainly not with this box that I don't know of any other box that actually exists. So before we get into it, as always, get comfy, grab your snack, grab your beverage, your coffee, your muffin, your slice of pizza, your Snickers bar, whatever it is. And kick back on that nice desk chair, your lazy boy. And let's look at this amazing Captain Ultra Tank by Yonezawa. A toy that, again, is so impossible to find, but the box is almost like non-existent. You know, do yourself a Google search and see if you can find an example of this box. I challenge you. If you do, I'd be very shocked. So you might be wondering, how the hell does he find all these things? And you know, that's a good question, and I got to tell you, I don't know that myself. But you know what? It's here. Now, there's several things that make this toy special. Obviously, the box. I don't even believe the Kitahara collection has the box. But also, as far as I know, the robot connected to the tank, which is called Huck, you know, Billiken made these contemporary wind-up walking Hucks, but he's also marked Hack. So he's known as Huck, but he can be called Hack, I suppose. Anyway, this was Captain Ultra's trusty sidekick, you know, and again, as far as I know, there has never been a vintage toy of this robot. So it's only connected to this toy. So even though he is not the complete toy, he's part of the toy. This is the only vintage example, well, from the waist up, I guess, of this toy that was ever made. How freaking cool is that? Anyway, so what do we have going on here? You know, I got to tell you, there's a lot of people that would say, man, I wouldn't even show that box. Wait till you get the museum rolling and let them see it there. But, you know, for my trusted audience, I say, you know what, you've joined me all this time, and we have thousands of hours watched, and you deserve it. So the only thing, like I said, is try to share these videos and get more people involved. I mean, so we can crawl our way to that first 1,000. And we only need like around 400. I can't imagine why it's so tough to get people interested in this stuff. And, you know, you notice I make shorts now just as a goof to try to expand some interest. Even though some of them are unrelated. But you know what? Any interest is better than none. So anyway, check out the artwork on this. This is, of course, is that crazy cabbage head looking monster. And, you know, there's a little tiny, looks like it was a price sticker there. They probably tore it off and said, oh, we don't want the guys to think $5 is too much. Anyway, here's your character sticker they always put on there. And look, so you got this spaceship zooming by. Man, I love this monster. He is so cool. It reminds me of, what was that movie where the pods would clone you? Oh my God, it was so famous. It's like, I'm getting old and senile. I can't remember that. But you remember that movie? Those pods. It wasn't Day of the Triffids, was it? The pods would they look like plants almost like this. And then this like weird plant clone would come out. Maybe it was Day of the Triffids. So anyway, you have this beautiful space scene, kind of purple, which is really unusual. How often do you see a purple space background? Got a nice space station there. And you have the captain himself, Captain Ultra, with his trusty firearm, because we know that firearms are the way to go to defend yourself against alien nemesis especially. And by the way, this is item number 804. I don't know how that's categorized by Yonezawa. Maybe 804 in the series. They certainly didn't make 804 toys of Captain Ultra. And here's the side panel. Check out, here's a nice depiction. So, you know what? Not only is this the only toy vintage Huck representation, but it's the only vintage box with Huck as a representation. So that's pretty freaking awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And here's your side panel. So that is your impossible to find box. I can't gush enough over it. And I'm appreciative to my contact to help me find it, just so he knows. I know he watches, so You know, I'm always very, very much appreciative of this stuff that emerges, you know, when I find it. But anyway, so the toy, of course, did not work when I tried it, but it's in such pristine condition. I said, I know a few taps will get this thing rolling. And sure enough, a few light taps did. So let's take a look at the lithography on this bad boy. Look at that rocket booster on this tank. Man, that's what you need on tanks, rocket boosters. Maybe we should modify the M1 Abrams with some rockets on the side. Can you imagine flying through the desert with rockets? Anyway, it has a number 3 on it for some reason that probably you would know if you know the series. I don't. There's the Captain Ultra logo. You know what's funny is he's zeroed in on the monster here on both these radar screens. He's ready to blast that poor monster. I don't know. I like that monster. He seems so benign to me. I can't imagine him as too much of a threat. He looks like a head of lettuce, you know. So part of me does not want to see him get obliterated with. Look at Captain Ultraman. So you got these like almost celluloid, vinyl or celluloid, very thin vinyl if it's vinyl. So he's ready to blast lettuce head into oblivion. And look at the bottom even has some lithography and the Yonezawa logo. How freaking awesome is all that? Here's the switch. So now the question is, should I take the camera off? You know what? I'm not going to run it too much, but I'll try to turn it on like this. And if it successfully stays kind of on frame, because I won't run it too much, I certainly don't want to risk the lights burning out, which the robot should be illuminated. Now I have the lights on. You know what? I'll turn them off too. And if he moves off frame a lot, I'll move the camera. So sit tight for a sec. There, now we have it a little darker, so we have the lighting effect should be a little more pronounced. So, all right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Whoop. All right. Just so you know, he is unmarred from doing his little bump and go. There's no, you know, I'm very cognizant of that, you know, but once I get the, you know, the museum up and running, I'll have it set up like for these bump and go toys, some kind of table felt line to make it a little more gentle on the toy. But that was it. What'd you guys think of the lighting effect? You know, let me pop the lights back on. You know, if there was ever a toy that deserved an extended video, it's this toy. Because believe me, like I said, I doubt you will ever see this toy videoed anywhere else, and certainly not the box. If you could even find another example of the box, I'd be interested in knowing. So, you know, in fact, let me know. And as always, listen, thank you very much for your time. I have just absolutely stunning, amazing toys in store for 2022. The year of the museum. So let's keep our fingers crossed to get all the building permits out of the way by the time this is done. And we can actually start getting that thing finished up. As a reminder, don't forget, share this video if you can on other platforms, and whatever platform you're on, and BitChute needs to pick it up a bit, man. The subscribers have kind of stagnated there. But leave a like, you know, thumb up the video. And if you have any comments, leave those too. I appreciate that. Helps the algorithms. All the engagement helps. So thanks again for your time. Greatly appreciated. And with that, I will talk to you later.